name's Jase, and for the past 6-7 months at my school at Edison Elementary, we've been making these things called passion projects. Basically what these are is we make something that we're very passionate about. I'm passionate about classic rock bands just because I like the way they sound and I just think they're a lot better. And I made PowerPoint slides on these just because, you know, I was passionate about these, and I ended up making the slides like visually pleasing. I used the characters or the band members as the backgrounds. I just made it visually pleasing and organized. So, yeah.
I made a lot of changes to my PowerPoint. Some of these changes were changing from Google Slides to like PowerPoint because, you know, they have better layout and everything. And another change would be deciding not to add pictures to the side to represent the people, but instead use the images as the background so that the pictures are now the background. Changing the font so that was word art in PowerPoint, that's a thing you can do in it, would appear, so to appear easier would be another change I made to the slide. I also originally planned to make the profiles about the band members a little different, but I ended up going a little side-wired. Some failures that I had were not being able to answer the initial question that I sort of started off with, kind of came after. Other than this, everything else went smoothly, and my future plans are probably just putting the information on the Google Doc and then transferring it to PowerPoint once I get a Microsoft computer at school. Most likely I'll post this on the internet, but it's proving kind of difficult to import the slides so that they're view only onto my Weebly site. The design process was a little bit complex because at first I had all my information like down on Google Slides, but then I ended up switching it to PowerPoint, kind of like I said earlier. And it was kind of a pain in the butt because I had to spend like 2 weeks just transferring all the information, deciding some good backgrounds, because they were very sloppy and unorganized in Google Slides. Some roadblocks I hit were answering the question, what was the inspiration for the band's songs? There were really no like good answers out there and no real good sites that I found trustworthy, and I just ended up dismissing the question because this was such a broad question. But I was able to find a reliable site on how to answer the question, like what songs did they write. My friend Will suggested a site called Genius. They go through and just check to see if it's accurate, and all the sites I checked were accurate. You know, it said Ozzy Osbourne wrote Crazy Train, you know, just stuff like that. Yeah, this was just a very easy obstacle to overcome because PowerPoint just offers so much more. And yeah, just another very easy obstacle I overcame was deciding what bands I was going to choose. Like, I ended up choosing AC/DC, Van Halen, Queen, Led Zeppelin, and Aerosmith, just because I felt like I just really liked them. Now I know what you're thinking. Why isn't this kid into rap or like some kind of newer music like all the other kids are? Well, for me, I've always been into classic rock. Like, when I was a kid, I listened to AC/DC all the time, like Back in Black. I used to love that song. I still do. And I never really knew that until I hit 6th grade, and I had these 4 friends who listened to it all the time, and they happened to sit at my table group and like, hey, yeah, you should listen to it. So I started to listen to it. I really started to like it. And then, you know, I started listening to Back in Black again. I'm like, hey, I know this. And then so I just really started to like it again. And then I started listening to more guys like Queen and Kiss, and I was just hooked on it. Most people call my music trash or old, and this annoys me a lot because my music, I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot better because they're not using really heavy voice synthesizers like Ariana Grande and all those other trashy pop stars. And yeah.
Some lessons I learned from this is that it's really hard to find reliable sources. Yeah, I had to dig really deep to find answers to questions like what was the inspiration for their songs, stuff like that. I also had other sources, you know, such as my dad, because he knows a lot about that stuff because he grew up listening to that stuff too. This lesson may help me in the future because now I know how to dig deeper for reliable sources. Hopefully I could get them quick instead of over a 6 to 7 month time span. And yeah, I also ended up making a website for my PowerPoint thing because our teacher wanted us to. Maybe check it out sometimes. I think you just have to type in Jase-Classic into Google and it should pop up. And that basically wraps up the video. Thank you and good luck.